everyone, my name is Lindsay Berlin and I'm going to be presenting on heliophysics and how it impacts humanity. The three main topics that I will be talking about is what is heliophysics, how does space weather impact us, and do sunspot activity affect us specifically. So first off, what is heliophysics? I got this definition off of puredictionary.com, and it stated that heliophysics is the study of physics and the sun. So how does it impact humanity? In today's society, we depend on a variety of technologies that are susceptible to extremes of space weather. Severe disturbances of the upper atmosphere and near-Earth space environments are driven by magnetic activity of the sun. I retrieved some certain effects from the NASA website that we used, and these effects include strong electrical currents driven in Earth's surface during auroral events can disrupt and damage modern electrical power grids, and this can contribute to the corrosion of oil and gas pipelines. Changes in the ionosphere during geomagnetic storms driven by magnetic activity interfere with high-frequency radio communications and GPS navigation. During polar cap absorption events caused by solar protons, radio communications can be severely compromised for commercial airliners. And then most of these effects are caused by different types of emissions, and it really depends on where your position is or where the spectator position is, if you will even see or be affected by any of these things. And now I'm going to talk about sunspots specifically. In November of 2014, the largest sunspot in 24 years occurred. And then, as you know, sunspots are parts of the sun that are colder than the surrounding surface, and they have very complex magnetic fields. On a newspaper article from the Centennial I found online, they interviewed a guy named Alex Young. He is an associate director for science of heliophysics, the science division of NASA in Goddard Space Flight Center. According to him, a sunspot is a region of very complex or very concentrated magnetic field. The buildup of energy may lead to solar flares and coronal mass ejections. These can throw off a huge cloud of solar material, and then when it occurs, they may temporarily block out high-frequency radio communications. Young says that the coronal mass ejections can create a geomagnetic storm, and these impact the power grids, which will cause errors in GPS in the most extreme case. And if you're anything like me, if this would happen, I would be totally lost because I need GPS to get from point A to point B. Sunspots produce a lot of energy, but it's not enough energy to create a significant impact on human life. One of the most difficult things for scientists to figure out is how to predict when the next solar flare will occur. And then I believe that heliophysics is still a topic that is being researched and studied, especially with the sun to earth relationship and how things do impact us here on the earth.
Are there any questions? Did they say anything about why they thought the one largest sunspot in 24 years? What was there anything particular factors that had caused it to be so big?
They just said that on the article that I found. They just said it was the largest one in 24 years. They didn't really say why it was or anything like that.